I found her. After searching for months, I found the captain of the sheriff, Captain Ramirez. She has been in and out of deep sleep for more than 9,000 years, and it seems as if she is working with the Inquisitors. We met in a giant Inquisitor cathedral housing a huge portal. When it was activated, I was shown another world. She used some sort of Inquisitor device to hack into my video contact lenses, and I stepped through that portal.
James, can you see me?
I can.
Mr. Cott is brilliant. These video contact lenses are amazing.
Helena, what is this? Where am I?
It's what it looks like, James, the fruits of our little singularity.
It created this?
Not quite. The Inquisitors did, after a fashion.
But where am I?
This is a world called Vaston. It's a fascinating world. It's in a terrible conflict with the Nether. But there's so much more. Step through again. I want you to see the expanse of what has happened.
I thought there was no life anywhere except us.
That was true. But the Inquisitors, the Illuminati back in those days, they saw how close we'd come to destroying the Earth. Between nuclear proliferation, climate change, or hell, even a rock flying through space, all life in the universe was on one very small blue dot.
Yes, that was the founding principles of Space Command. We began spreading out, start terraforming other worlds. Our experiment was designed to power everything.
Yeah, but James, that would take centuries, and during all that time, anything could wipe us out. Come on, there's so much more.
How many worlds are there?
Countless, really. We didn't directly seed them with life. It was an automated process.
Automated how? This must have taken millions of years.
Oh yeah, many millions. Understanding the scope of this mission, the Inquisitors needed the right tool. Obviously, a person or even a generation ship wasn't possible. The scale of time is just too severe.
So they needed an AI.
Yes, but even the most advanced AI we had couldn't operate over the course of millions of years. It had to be orders of magnitude more advanced.
Here we go again, for the last time. 1 year of Minecraft, month 9, the grand finale. Let me just tell you, you don't want to miss the lore segments, including the post-credits scene, which sets up the entire future of the Fixxiverse. Trust me, you're going to want to hang in there. We have more lore segments than ever before in this video, so stay tuned. Look, I want to say a special thank you right away to my patrons and YouTube members. I always thank you in the end, but since this is the final episode of this series and of this world, I want to say special thanks. I'll get into why this series and this world is ending over the course of the video, so let's hop right in and see what happens in month 9, the final month of 1 year of Minecraft. After having spent the last 2 months on this cathedral, I really felt like I needed to move on and at least build some of the houses. Now, I will say, whenever I first started recording this video, I did not anticipate this being the final video of the series. Some things changed over the course of, well, the several weeks that it took to record this. So I did plan on coming back to the cathedral to finish it, and it does appear that that is not going to happen for right now. But, you know, we have the bulk of a pretty cool design done, and maybe if you want to grab the world download, you can finish it off yourself. I went to add a lot of regular houses, and these houses are actually super easy as they're all very, very similar. They're made of blackstone in the bottom, deep slate up a little bit higher, and they're all completely square shaped with very slabbed roofs, sometimes a little second floor sort of in the middle, but generally they're pretty easy. I did want to add in some diagonal houses that turned into a little bit more hassle than I thought it would be, but still not bad and does add a lot to the little city. Now, to add more houses to this little section, I did need to expand the roadway, and there's been a road that I've been sort of planning for quite some time, and I think it's time to actually do it. So I built this road that heads directly north, straight through the Nether Tree sort of farming station, and yeah, I found some more blackstone, so that's helpful. Blackstone is a real pain in the butt to harvest. I wish that I did not decide to build out of blackstone in this world, and also blackstone in Imperial SMP, because it is killing me a lot. After a couple of days of building, it did occur to me that I need to go harvest my crops because, again, I was planning on building a lot of bigger crop fields. So while I'm planting here, let's talk a little bit about the performance of Bedrock in general. I have been the biggest Bedrock supporter that is in the world for the most part. I generally tell people Bedrock is the superior platform for a single player building focused player, but it's not anymore because there are some unbelievably bad and clunky lag. And you might say, well, that's because you're running RTX. Well, it didn't used to be. So it has started over the last couple months and it's gotten progressively less and less fun. I can turn off RTX and it's the exact same. There's a major mining sort of bug here and it stinks and it drives me crazy. Maybe that's world specific, but I don't think so. It's not like I'm a big technical player that has a bunch of super technical farms and stuff. So unfortunately, the world performance is a huge thing of why I have decided to move along, but there are really other reasons that we'll get into. I need to get some more cobble and stone for the road since I've been thinking about farming. Maybe I'll get that by expanding my farm another level. Should be a nice way to sort of double dip in resource gathering, both stone and also eventually more crops. So that'd be cool. I spent a couple more days digging underground here, and I thought I could take this opportunity to tell you more of why I've decided to move on from this world. And one of them is story. Probably the biggest one is story, in fact. When I was playing in the Realm of Vastin, I wrote sort of an audio book, if you will. It's about a 75-minute long story telling basically the story of the Nether War and really digging into the magic system of Vastin and all of the lore behind it. And I was really proud of that. I still am really proud of it. I think it's a really good thing. It's called Kythe's Story, if you want to go check it out. It's not been viewed very often, but I think it's very good. The thing is, after I finished writing that story, I was kind of done with Vastin. I kept trying to sort of restart. Then we did the Nether season. I tried to get back into it, and then we did the sort of reboot of Vastin 2, and I tried to get back into it, but I couldn't, because I think that I had finished telling the story, and once I told the story, I was done with it. I think I had moved on. That's the thing is, now I've actually done the story for this world, and it's done. I had planned on sort of dishing it out over the course of the next 4 episodes, coming to a total of 12 months of a year, but once I wrote it, I'm kind of done with it. So I just want to get it out there. I want you guys to be able to watch the story and know where we're going and understand where the Fixxiverse is going, because it's not going where the story of the overall universe is still going. But the story of the Inquisitors and the story of Tovalyn, it's kind of done. I did it. And so I think basically we're going to wrap up this world. I'm going to have this world available for download for everybody, so you can go check it out if you have Bedrock Minecraft. And I'm really proud of it. I think it's a very cool world. I found, by the way, while I was digging out this thing, I found the biggest gravel vein I have ever done. I filled up my complete inventory with gravel more than once. It's totally insane. I mean, Bedrock is pretty notorious for big gravel veins, but this is off the hook. I mean, it's really unbelievable. I finished the road heading north right between the 2 Nether Tree farming areas saying, yeah, it looks really good. It's weird to do a straight road. I never, ever do straight roads in Minecraft, so it's kind of odd, but yeah, I like it. But, thinking about what we were talking about just a second ago, finishing the story, that's something I'm going to need to keep in mind for future worlds and stuff. If I finish the story, then I may mentally sort of check out, and that's going to be something I want to avoid in the future. I had planned this world to go on forever and ever and ever, and I thought it would up until recently here, whenever I just couldn't quite bring myself to get on and play it. So part of that is the Bedrock thing. Part of it is that I have grown to depend on Replay Mod a lot as an editor and as a sort of storyteller. If I had Bedrock replay mod capability, boy, oh boy, oh boy, it would have been easier to do all the cutscenes and stuff that I do. Because otherwise, I have to use 2 phones, a tablet, and my computer, and sort of navigate everything around. It's really a pain. Like, I have 3 Bedrock accounts just for that. So I'll be grateful to get back to replay mod again, going to Java. Now, speaking of Java, I made this announcement on my channel update video, but in case you missed that, I have been invited to join Deceit SMP. It's a short-run SMP, meaning it's only going to be between 7 and 10 episodes sort of thing. It's kind of a one-time deal, but it is so exciting. I'm joined by some of the people I've been watching for years, and I can't believe I get to play with them. It's a hardcore-ish type of server. There's a bunch of special rules. I'm so excited. It's coming really soon to the channel. There are some absolutely, like, YouTube megastars on it. I can't wait for you to meet them. But with all that being said, let's hop right into the next lore segment. It's getting juicy, y'all.
Don't step through this one. This is one where we must not interfere.
This world, it looks like Tovalyn.
It is Tovalyn, but not in your present day. This is many years ago. There's a child in this village. His name is Bob. When he grows up, he will be the first one to exit the Singularity bubble.
I just sent out a crew of the bubble before coming here.
Yes, I know. We watched with great interest.
But they didn't return. Do you know what happened?
I do. The Singularity propelled them away at incredible speed. They will crash on a planet very, very far away called Conquestia.
Wait, what do you mean they will?
Well, this portal was formed by crystals from the absolute moment of the Singularity. It has unique properties. It can show anywhere at any time.
Well, this portal can do more than that. It can teleport us anywhere. We could have been rescued years ago. Why keep this to yourself?
Come, James, there's so much more to show you.
What? This place hasn't been transformed.
No. As far as we can tell, it's the only place in the universe that hasn't.
This is...
Yeah, this is original Earth.
I don't understand.
We don't either. There seems to be a bubble of some sort protecting it.
Who could have set that up?
We have an idea. Come on, I'll show you.
Should I step through?
Not this time. We can't interfere.
Hello?
Hello?
That doesn't sound quite right.
That doesn't sound quite right.
That's a little better.
That's a little better.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Testing 1, 2, 3. AI active. All systems nominal. Please input name.
I don't understand.
The man on the space station is named Percy Baskin, and he just created an AI. This is the moment that changes the universe.
Well, that seems dramatic. We've made AIs before.
Not like this one. This AI was a direct brain scan of one of the most brilliant minds in history.
What are we looking at now?
Now, this world, we've called it Earth 729. It was destroyed by a terrible war. The Illuminati launched thousands of missiles containing their zombie mutagen. Only a few survived.
Why? Why would they do that?
Well, they determined that the world had eclipsed their technological limit. It had reached the point of being able to wipe human life off the face of the planet.
So they killed everyone.
Not everyone. There were pockets of life all over the planet, and in time our hopes are for a safe medieval technology level.
I'm just going to gloss over the part where you casually mentioned a zombie mutagen. This is insane. Helena, have you joined them?
Yes, in short. Look, it's long and complicated, but I've come to understand that they, the Inquisitors, are right.
Well, how about that? I bet you didn't see that coming completely. Maybe you did. I don't know. Captain Ramirez is one of them, though. Yeah. Hey, there's more lore coming in just a couple more days of this. But before we get there, I laid out a lot more houses on day 250. Day 250. It's pretty good. It's nice to have a sort of city coming to life here. I'm enjoying it a lot. Now, I added a lot of deep slate to the houses just to sort of fill them up, and yeah, it's starting to come together. I cannot believe how much it adds to actually build walls. You can actually really sort of see the scale, and yeah, I'm adding like 12 houses or something. It's a lot. I need like hundreds for this city to be a real city, but still, it's a good start. Maybe if you grab the world download again on this, maybe you could build a bunch more of these houses using the template. I would love to see screenshots. You can hit me on either Twitter or my Discord. That'd be really great. I'd love to see it. And I ran out of deep slate, so I spent the next 2 days mining more deep slate, but why don't we check out the next lore segment while I mine? What am I looking at now?
Well, this is a man named Fred. He's extremely important, and this is why we need you, James.
Me? Why me?
This portal is attuned to the same grey matter as the Singularity that transformed us. To travel through the portal, one needed to be transformed by that same energy.
But why can't you travel through?
Something about all the times I've been in and out of deep sleep that's changed my body. I can't go through anymore.
And the other Inquisitors?
They can't, James. It has to be someone from your crew.
So, what do you need me to do? I don't get it. What makes this Fred so important?
The AI he named Cal was based on his father, Percy Baskin. We hope it may have some emotional ties to him still.
Emotional ties? The AI.
Yeah, Cal has evolved. When Dr. Landon fully quantumized Tracy, it only took moments for a part of her to go through the portal and escape into the universe.
This is a lot.
Yeah, you can certainly say that.
Things to come yet again. That's what the defector warned about, what Dr. Landon did to Tracy.
Mr. Fripp. Yes, he became disillusioned with our mission.
Why?
Mr. Fripp was in charge of logging everything he saw through the portal. You see, James, by controlling the portal, I've shown you some of the thriving living worlds. But when the portal is uncontrolled, it will show anything, any worlds, any time.
Show me. What happened here?
This was a thriving human civilization. But sadly, we were unable to control their technology level and they blew themselves up. There's no life remaining on the planet.
Is this common?
More than it should be, but yeah. The Inquisitors have improved their techniques on limiting the proliferation of technology, but we're not infallible.
And Mr.
Fripp. He saw this too often. He decided that what we were doing was unnatural and the AI should never be allowed to merge with Tracy.
But now that has happened.
Yeah, we've moved into the future. After thousands of years of planning, the Singularity happened, and now we live in a universe filled with life.
Life that you're actively holding back.
You saw what can happen.
I took all of my deep slate and continued work on the walls. Man, this lore is so juicy. I'm rewatching it while I'm editing, and oh, I love it. I love it. What a fun time it was to write this. I was taking a look at these houses here, and my biggest hope is that they don't appear to be cookie cutter. I don't think that they will. I do plan on using 2 different roof woods, so I think that'll help. And with the few diagonal houses I did, and plus I plan on adding a lot of foliage too, I think it'll be good, but I'm a little bit nervous about it. Okay, I gotta tell you, harvesting these nether trees is absolutely horrible, but I learned a couple things. For one thing, my system of water elevator to drop down on top of the trees, that is golden. I'll do that forever and never ever, all these. The other thing I learned later is that you don't have to eliminate all of the warped mushroom block, like the leaf. You don't have to eliminate that. You can just replant a new tree and it'll still grow. So yeah, that would have saved some time. I didn't really think about that. And then it's time to start building some roofs. Now they got a decent amount of the warped wood, and I do have to go and do the crimson stuff later, but at least for right now we can start to slab in some of these and start to get a feel for sort of the color and the scale of the city. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I really like this palette a lot. It's one of my big regrets is going to be about ending this world is not really exploring this palette of like the dark grays and then the really bright sort of blue and or green, whatever you want to call this, and red roofs. I think that could been a really cool city-wide palette, but, well, alas. Yeah, I got several of the houses completely done, and then I had to go get some of the redwood. So here we go again. No big deal. Hey, you know what? While I'm cutting this down for a couple days, why don't we go check out another lore segment? I hope you're enjoying this lore fest of an episode. So you need to send me through the portal to get Fred and bring him here. Why?
Well, James, like I said, we're beyond the singularity now. We thought nothing could stop the spread of humanity, but there may be something trying.
You know, I can actually feel my brain turning to mush.
This won't help.
Okay, look, maybe I should sit down.
The AI, Cal, was created about 3,500 years ago. But to a quantum computer like Tracy, picking a time to come out of the portal is no issue. Tracy merged with Cal not long after he was created, elevating him to something more. Cal 2.0 understood so much and was armed with the exact timing of the solar flare that originally caused the singularity, but he couldn't do it on his own.
He needed human beings to help.
So, Cal 2.0 travelled to original Earth and over time created the Illuminati.
So, why not open a portal and bring this Fred here?
It doesn't work that way. Fred wasn't a G1.
A G1.
A Generation 1. Someone like you and me who actually went through the singularity. The portal could kill Fred.
In that case, I don't see how sending me to him will help. How would we get him here? He's very far away and thousands of years in the past.
James, I must give you credit. Your mind is sharper than I knew. Exactly right. Us sending you to Fred won't help at all. But there is one man in particular who we believe could do it. We need to speak to the Mage Council.
Oh yeah, the Mage Council's coming. Just wait for it. The second to last lore segment is a juicy one. Well, hey, while I cut down more of these trees, let's talk for a second. Let's talk about a couple of the changes coming up to the channel. Imperial SMP is going to stay exactly as is right now. I like the way it is. The upcoming Deceit SMP, again, will be a short run series, and that is going to fill in some blanks for sure. Without the single player world, there is one other thing to discuss. And that is the Kingdoms of Conquest server. I am going to be doing a series from that instead of the 100 Days format. I really enjoyed doing that, but I have to do the 100 Days Dark Mage and the 200 Days Dark Mage and the 100 Days Fred Apocalypse City videos all. So I don't want to be working on too many of those because they take a really long time. And also, as most of you know, I am trying to diversify my content a little bit. So it's not all just sort of 100 Days stuff. I'm trying to do some of the other stuff as well. So with that all being said, I am looking forward greatly to doing a Kingdom of Conquest sort of regular Let's Play, but there's going to be lore segments in that as well because it is part of the Fixxiverse. Now, the main reason why I want to do that is because I really enjoyed the Conquest Reforged mod. I made a commitment to do it, and I'm having a good time playing with sort of all of my friends and a lot of the former Vastin folks who, you know, since I left that server, I haven't really had a chance to play with very much. So that's a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it a lot. I think it'll be really cool. And because it's going to be more of a sort of regular Let's Play, I'm going to be able to do a lot more collabs and stuff like that on camera. There's going to be a little bit of a role-playing aspect, and I'm going to talk to the fellas about that and see who wants to be sort of part of it. I have a feeling most of them will. Yeah, it should be a good time. It'll be like a lightly role-played series in that universe as I continue work on the castle and continue exploring the Conquest Reforged mod in survival. Pretty cool. I realize I've blasted through most of the gameplay elements here without really talking about it, but look, you all know what's going on. I'm building houses and roofs. It's not that kind of earth-shatteringly great content. But the other thing I want to talk about is upcoming single-player stuff, because I do have a plan for a single-player world, and it's going to be Java Hardcore in 1.18. I probably will start as soon as one of the decent snapshots is out. I know there's one right now, but I'm going to wait until something a little bit more stable comes out. And then I'm going to start a single-player Hardcore world, which will be, again, it'll be regular episodes. It's not going to be like 100 Days format. It's going to be regular single-player Let's Play elements. That's a lot of stuff coming to the channel. I don't know exactly how I'm going to balance it all out. That's going to be stuff that I really work on, but yeah, I think it'll be a lot of fun. Some of these things may end up being sort of streaming only, and I stream right here on YouTube if you're not aware. Not on Twitch, and I don't know, we're going to see. But I'd like you to let me know in the comments what your favorite content on the channel is, and don't say the single player world, because it's going away, but like what of all the things that I just mentioned are you most excited about? Because there's a lot of stuff coming, and there's some stuff in the works too that's going to be a lot of fun. Now, I went through here and I collected a whole bunch of leaves because I want to start beautifying this city so I can, give you the world download and feel okay about this little part of town. I do want a lot of foliage. That's always been part of the plan for the Inquisitor places. Make it a really sort of two-aspect thing where it's like the dark, grungy sort of deep slate and blackstone walls, but then a lot of green, beautiful plants and landscapes around it. I think it's going to be a really cool look. Regardless, it is time to check out the second to last lore segment. The last one comes post-credits. Don't miss it. Please don't miss it. You're going to kick yourself if you do, okay? But here's the next one, the second to last. The penultimate lore episode of this world.
Absolutely not.
This is preposterous. We banished him once, jailed him once, and now you want us to ask him a favor?
Hear me out, you old curmudgeons.
Why you? Huh? Alright then. Captain Ramirez, speak.
Your Honours, as you know, the AI known as Cal 2.0 has been cloning himself and creating an armada. We didn't know why until recently, when he started destroying worlds.
Cal is destroying worlds?
Shh!
Oh, sorry.
We are hopeful that by bringing Fred to Tovalyn in our present day, he could open communication with the AI.
And you want him who was banished to bring Fred to us?
There's no other way.
We will deliberate. Leave us.
Are you ready then?
I guess so.
James, even going back to our days in the academy, you were the most persuasive man I ever met. If anyone can convince him to help us, you can.
Well, I guess we'll see. So, okay, one more time. This guy you're sending me to, he's a wizard, as in magic?
Yeah, and a very powerful one at that. The Inquisitors all have different councils watching over the universe through our portal. The Mage Council is in charge of making sure no magic user gets too powerful. That can be even worse than nuclear missiles.
Yeah, okay, magic is real. All right, this will take me a minute to digest.
On some planets. As the Singularity expanded, it was in an incredible state of flux. Each planet it collided with was given its own rules, I suppose. There are, of course, a few general concepts. Every planet seems to have a nether. Enchanting tables seem to be universal, and every planet, except original Earth, seems to have redstone for some reason. Though honestly, I don't...
Helena, I'm going on a lot of faith in you. I hope you're right.
Oh, I do too, James. The fate of the universe itself may be at stake. Our last reports from advanced scout ships saw the Cal 2.0 armada heading this way.
Okay, I'll do it. Let's go. Oh, wait, one more question. If Cal was created on an alternate Earth in the past that was only created as a byproduct of the Singularity, how did Cal 1.0 come to exist in the first place?
I'll explain it when you get home. Convince him to help us, James.
So how about that? Captain James Doan is going to meet the Master Mage. Oh man, all in an effort to save Fred. It's all coming together. I bet you didn't see it coming. If you did see it coming, you gotta leave me a comment. I saw this coming. If you didn't, just fess up to it and admit it. Admit it, you were blindsided if you were. I worked on slabbing up the road just to have nice gradual steps up here. You know, this is one thing that I really miss about the Conquest Reforged thing is having all the layers of every block. And it's really, really nice. It'd be great to have that. But I understand that's not coming to vanilla probably. Or is it? No, it's definitely not. Oh well. And here we are on day 29 of the month, and, well, the final day of this world. Time for the very final question or comment of the day. Today's question or comment of the day comes from Fulcrum Lizard. Amazing episode, can't wait for the next one. Something you should do is write a book to explain this amazing universe to new characters that end up on Tovalyn. Yeah, so basically I responded to the comment and said I'd rather do that in Minecraft videos because my writing skills are lacking when it comes to a book. I actually tried to write a book once, and when I reread it a few months later, it read like a kindergartner wrote it. So yeah, it's not really my bag, but I do like to come up with ideas, which is, I think, more of my strength. So I think what I'll do probably is a few days or weeks after this episode airs, I will probably do a complete lore of the entire Fixxiverse and basically put all of the lore segments all together in one massive giant video. It'll probably be like 2 hours long. And I'll even go through all the 100 days videos. I'll do everything. I'll do like all the lore complete, all in, totally leading up to the new 100 Days Dark Mage, which I think since I recorded the last clip, I've decided on the name. Instead of 300 Days Mage, it's going to be 100 Days Dark Mage Edition. So hopefully it should be a lot of fun. That's right, we're looking at blood magic in particular, as well as a few other things too. I've already recorded about 20 days of that. By the way, patrons and YouTube members are getting those episodes as sort of daily Let's Plays, where I'm just releasing them sort of as regular mod, no lore. It's just regular me playing the mod sort of content, and then I'll edit together the 100 Days video again for everybody. But, you know, just some behind the scenes stuff for the people who have supported me behind the scenes for the last few years. Anyway, that's gonna do it. That's gonna do it for this world. Man, it's tough to say that. If you want the world download, you can grab it in my Discord. I don't link it in the video description. You have to get it in my Discord. I'm braced for a whole lot of comments saying, where's the world download? Could you guys just respond to them saying, world download is in the Discord. You got to check out the Discord for it, okay? All right, well, that's it. Boy, we've done a lot of stuff in this world, you know, just like looking at it and just thinking it through. I mean, the last 9 months for sure we've done a lot, but if you even just go back a little further than that, oh, man, look at all this. I've grown so much as a builder and so much as a storyteller over the course of these 209 episodes and countless live streams on top of that. I'm going to miss it a lot. You know, I'm going to miss it a lot, but I am excited for the future. I'm excited for the future of both the SMPs that I'm playing with my friends, and I'm excited for all the new single player stuff that is going to be coming. You know, doing a hardcore world where at any moment I can just die and that ends it, that's a big thing for me. And don't worry, that stuff's all going to be connected to the Fixxiverse. I'm not done with lore, I'm just done with Tovalyn, you know, and if that upsets you, I'm really sorry, because it upsets me a little bit too. You know, there are so many projects that I didn't get to. I have a finished mountain that I didn't get to, but that's the reality of Minecraft and the reality of storytelling is you can revise and revise and revise, but at some point you just need to just put it out there and say, hey, this is what I got. And so I hope you've enjoyed the journey. I know I've really enjoyed going and taking you along with me. And I will see you for the next adventure, either on one of the SMPs or down the road a little bit in 118 for the hardcore single player world, okay? I love you all so much. Thank you so much for my patrons and my YouTube members for all the support that you've given me over the past years at this point, and I cannot even express to you how much it means to me. And I will see you all next time.